September 14th, 2019, the 51st annual Tri-State meet in Maggie Valley, North Carolina at the Smoky Falls Lodge. We've got a good turnout today, a lot of cars. Here we see a line of Hawks. So let's take a look at each of them. This is actually not a Hawk, but is a 55 President owned by David and Debbie Hooser. R1 engine, air conditioning, power brakes. Looks like a Hydro Boost power brake system. David and Debbie drive this car all over the place. Just a nice car. It's a Series 1 with a flat windshield. Really nice interior, tilt wheel. It's a nicely modified car. And here's a 61 Studebaker Hawk. Beautiful light blue with a white top. A beige interior. I'm not sure what the Studebaker name for that color is. And here's the owner. We call him Tom P. Tom Pratassi. I always have trouble with his name. Nice stock looking engine. Nicely detailed. Just a beautiful car. There's another 61 Hawk. Blue. This is owned by Tim Crosswhite. I believe this car was on the cover of Turning Wheels maybe a year or two ago. Just another beautiful car. A really striking white with blue trim interior. And then, here's the issue right here. There's the issue of Turning Wheels. February 2017. Another Hawk, and this is a 56 Skyhawk owned by Thompson. This is a nicely done car. This car was done by Ray Lynn Restorations in Winston-Salem. Has some nice modifications on it. Has air conditioning. There's the sand-in type compressor. Very nice car. Very well done. See the interior. I like the Skyhawks. I think the finless look is really, really nice. There's a back view of it. And also the two-tone paint with the check mark. There's a red silver Hawk. Beautiful seats. I bet this thing is comfortable to drive. Nice looking gauges. This has a small block Ford. This is owned by Ronnie Clements from Belmont, North Carolina. A lot of nice mods to it. It has the Hydro Boost brake system also. Those of you who followed the Hot Rod Power Tour may recognize this car. This car is owned by Joe Roberts. Him and his son have participated in the last two Hot Rod Power Tours. It's a 64 Cruiser. Real nice reclining split bucket seats. You notice the cruisers have the vent windows in the back. There are the Power Tour logos, 2018, 2019. I'm sorry, this is a 65 Cruiser. Alright, 1965 Cruiser. I should have looked at the sign. And Joe's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Really nice car. Has some nice wheels on it. And this is a driver.
What year is this?
5. Here's a beautiful older car. And I believe this is a 37 Dictator. And this is owned, I believe, by Rick Henson. Beautiful car. Hard to see under the hood, but it looks like a small block Chevy. Let's come around here, see what we got over here. Here's a 53 four-door sedan. And this is owned by Butch Brindle from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Reminds me of my 54. Nicely done interior. Champion. Flathead 6. Get you a good view of it from the side. The sedans, years ago, the sedans weren't very much appreciated, but you see a lot of them today because they are good looking cars. Here's a 1949 2R5 pickup owned by Jeff and Patty Studebaker. And this is a Champion. They've got a book with pictures of the restoration work. I know a lot of work went into this. They drove this truck from Indiana. In fact, they drive it all over. If you look here, you look at the dash plaques, they have really driven this truck all over. Just to prove to you, you get a shot of the license plate. Historic Indiana. So, I mean, I think that's great that these folks drove here from Indiana. Indiana to North Carolina. The next car is a 1989 Avanti owned by James and Jack White. Jack is one of our longtime North Carolina Studebaker Club members. He just recently got this Avanti. Nice car and beautiful interior in it. He'll let me open the door. He'll let me sit in it. I like these revised dashes, and it is a really comfortable sitting car. I talked to James, he drove it up here, and he said it's a really great driving car also. We only have a few Avantis here, either 2 or 3 of them. The next is another C-Cab pickup, and it is a Champion engine, nicely done, has air conditioning. Aluminum radiator, looks like it's set up for driving. Has a nice camper top on it. shot of the interior.
You can open the door if you want.
Oh, thank you. Where did y'all come from?
Concord, North Carolina.
All right, Concord.
Yay, Concord.
Take a look in the back here.
No,
Don't look in the back. Okay,
It's
we won't look in the back.
That's all right.
it's okay.
I like these vintage camper tops. I think they look really good on a vintage truck.
That was on there. We got it.
Next to it is another pre-war Studebaker. This is a 1934 Coupe owned by the Coors from Wilkesboro. Beautiful car. Let's take a look at the engine. Small block Chevy.
I was telling somebody my nephew.
Nicely done interior.
Ancestry. We have on that ancestry. And he said we went all the way back to Israel. And I said, Jesus.
I don't know if this is a, I assume this is a trunk and not a rumble seat. One's year manufacturer plates, which we're allowed to do in North Carolina. Very nice car. Let's get back here, get a better view of it. Nice color. Next car is a 53 Studebaker Hardtop. Has a Cadillac engine. LS6, 5.7 liter. Nicely done under the hood. This is owned by a couple from Fuquay Varina, North Carolina. Manual transmission, maybe like a T5. I don't know that for sure. Custom paint. Let's get a shot of the back here. And if I didn't tell you already, it's a 53. Nice car. Very tastefully modified. Next car is a really nice 63 GT R1 car. Has Magnum 500 wheels. Personally, which I personally think look great on a GT. This is owned by Tom Thomas in Vass, North Carolina. It's a 4-speed. Look at the Hawk fender cover. Isn't that cool? Really nice car. I know they've been here several different times at Tri-State with it. Get you another view over here from this side. Beautiful car. Here's Rick and Melinda Johnson, longtime members of the club. Y'all having a good time?
Wonderful time.
Wonderful.
You glad you came here instead of going all the way to the international meet?
Of course.
See?
Of course. This is the best place.
No offense to y'all who went to the international meet. Here's another 53 hardtop. This is owned by Jack and Linda White. And this car was done by David Hoosier in Louisville, North Carolina. Has Studebaker V8, air conditioning. Really nice car. Two-tone. I love this interior. Jack said I could open the door. So we'll show you the interior. I don't know the people real well. I don't touch them, but nice car, manual transmission. Let's get a good shot back here. Nice car. And look, here's Linda White. Linda, stand by your car. Linda's another longtime member of our club and one of the movers and shakers in our club. A lot of, not that kind of moving and shaking, Linda.
Are you
She's
saying I'm old, Paul?
No.
I'm kind of wondering.
Past president for numerous years in our club, so still has a big hand in setting up our meets.
Big hands.
So
Something, Paul.
thank you, Linda.
I want to see a copy of that.
It'll be on YouTube.
Okey-dokey.
Here's a Studamino, and this is also owned by Jack and Linda White. So this is an El Camino with a Studamino conversion, and Jack and Linda drive this all over the place. It's an 86 El Camino modified with a Studebaker kit. Let's get a shot of the back. You'll be able to see the fenders. But they really put the miles on this car. Got another pre-war. And this is owned by Ed Wingate. Lives in Raven Falls, North Carolina. Not too far from where I grew up in Alexander County. Beautiful four-door. Has a late model engine, drivetrain on it, side mounts. If I remember right, this car was built by Bob Yale of North Wilkesboro, a longtime Studebaker club member. Beautiful car. Next we have a 64 Daytona Convertible. Beautiful yellow color. This is owned by Sam Easley of South Carolina. Nice car. In fact, there's the young man that keeps it clean. He was out cleaning this car early this morning. See if we can get a good shot of the side of this. Beautiful 64 convertible. Original style interior, automatic transmission. Oh, excuse me. Next we have a really nice Coupe Express pickup. I don't remember seeing this before, but it may have been here, but this is a really beautiful car. This is a 1937 owned by Gene Strickland from Mooresville. Let's see if we get a good shot of this. There we go. These are really sought after trucks because of their beauty. And there weren't many trucks in 1937 that looked like these, styled like these. Beautiful truck. Personalized license plate. Next we have another C-Cab pickup. This is a modified one. Really nice color. Custom dash. Small block Chevy, power brakes, air conditioning. This is owned by Benny Jordan from Braden, Florida. Let's see if we can get a good side view of this truck. It's hard. I got a lot of tripping hazards here I'm trying to avoid because you don't want me to fall and all of a sudden you'll be seeing the sky. Nice truck. Next truck, another C cab. This is a 55 E5 owned by John Clary. He's from Greer, South Carolina. John has been driving this truck up to Tri-State for many, many years. This truck was painted probably back in the 1970s. Really nice truck. I don't know how John has kept it such nice condition because he does drive it a lot. There's a vintage sign. 1955 Studebaker trucks. Powerful new engines. And John has something really unique. He has a pedal car that he's modified to look similar to this truck and painted it the same color. Has a Studebaker emblem on it. Has a front piece made to mimic the front grille assembly on this truck. So this little pedal car goes with them. Next we have a really nice 64 Cruiser, a purple blue color with a blue interior. Really nice car, nice dash. The Cruisers were the luxury models. Alright, I'm sorry. This is a 65. The 65 and 64s look very, very similar from the outside, but under the hood, the 65s had a General Motors Source 283 V8 or the General Motors 6-cylinder commonly used in Chevrolets. So this is a 1965 owned by Larry Pack, and he's from Hampstead, North Carolina. Let's get a better shot of the interior because we've got this window open here. Air conditioning. Look at that back seat. You could sit there and take a 10-hour drive in that seat. Next car is a 1957 President four-door sedan owned by Linwood Hare. He's from Fuquay Varina, North Carolina. This is a beautiful car. Original style interior. I'm sorry for some of the interior pictures are tough because you get a reflection off of the windshield, off of the glass. This is a beautiful, beautiful black and white car. And this was the luxury car for Studebaker in 1957. The President long wheelbase. You'll see the opening vent window. He's had a longer rear door than the normal 57 sedans. Beautiful car. There's another Avanti, and this is a Studebaker Avanti, and this one came from Georgia. Nice white 1964 Avanti owned by Ed Burris from Atlanta. Square headlight. Has a protector on the front to keep the rock chips down. It is a long time Studebaker Drivers Club member, and I believe he was zone director in this area for quite a while. I have another C-cab truck. Nice blue, really nice torque thrust type wheels. And this is a 53 owned by Vicky Van Rossum from Thompson, North Carolina. Nice modification on the bumper. Always like those, the pulled in, wrapped around bumper of that style. I believe that's probably off of a Chevrolet pickup.
It's the way it takes.
Oh,
We got it.
okay. So is this yours?
Yes, it is.
Great. Great. Have you been here before?
No,
First time. All right. We're glad to have y'all.
We're happy to be here.
Appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Hope you're having a good time.
We are.
What's your dog's name?
Pork chop.
Hey, Pork Chop.
That's pork chop.
We're dog friendly here at the Tri-State meet.
That's good.
Nice shot of the back. What engine are y'all running in this?
Small block Chevy 400.
Small block. Small block Chevy. I bet it gets right down the road, doesn't it?
It sure does.
That's nice.
It's pretty.
All you gotta do is add gas.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Thank you. And we have what I believe probably the oldest car here. And I'm not even going to hazard a guess as to what year this is. We'll have to look at the sign. It's a 1921. Owned by Bob Engel. Nice car. It's great to see these older cars here. Disc wheels. Look at the size of those. See if I get a shot now of how. So it goes up almost to my waist. Really tall tires and wheels. Can you imagine tooling around town in this? That'd be great. All right, we've got another pre-war car. This cars came from Virginia. This is a 1932. I don't know what model. I would assume it's a President, but I don't know that for sure, and I don't know who the owner is. Looks like a modified car, has an independent front suspension on it, some late model or custom wheels, nice looking, nicely done modifications. Sorry for the post in the way of the picture. Look at the length of the doors on this. Very nicely done car. And we have a Hot Rod 1953 hardtop here. I love the louvered hood. This is owned by Bruce Hughes from Irwin, Tennessee. Nicely done car. Has the moon discs on it. The trunk lid is louvered also. That's a beautiful car. Last but not least is a 63 GT Hawk. Has a vinyl top. Automatic air conditioning. This is owned by Ed Fisher of Franklin, North Carolina. That's where my oldest son lives.
You got to see it. Yes, sir. I was looking over his shoulder.
Nice looking.
That's a beauty.
Nice looking GT Hawk.
Are you filming this for YouTube or something?
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if do you have a YouTube channel that it's going to go on?
Yep, sure do.
Can I get your channel?
This is the young man that is the chief cleaner of the yellow convertible. It is the letter R, then the number 1, L-A-R-K.
Awesome.
All right, be sure to watch it.
Check you out.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think we've gotten all the cars, unless there's a couple hid up over here. We'll take a walk up here. You see we have a lot of people here. A lot of people have come to see the cars. We'll go up here to the swap meet area. We have a number of vendors here today. Oh look, here comes Linda Fickthorn. She is another long-time member of our North Carolina club. Say hi, Linda. Linda's been working at the craft area with the ladies, doing crafts. Here we have a vendor set up next to his trailer. I'm good, how are you? There's Richard Tucker. He's another long-term member of our club. He's done a lot in the club over the years, him and his wife both. There's some of the parts for sale here, and a few in the trailer. Got a new hood for a truck. This is Ronnie Clements' stuff. We saw his car earlier. So there's Ronnie. It's good to have you here.
Good to be here.
All right.
Enjoying talking Studebakers.
Let's go and look at a few more parts being sold. There's Rick and Sandra Henson.
Hello.
How you doing?
They're longtime members of our club also. When was the last time you saw a 1924 Studebaker pedal car? This pedal car is owned by Jim and Sandy Geary, Franklin, North Carolina. It's one of the exhibits in their toy museum that's set up in Franklin. They have some other sample of toys here for sale. There's Jim and Sandy. Good to have y'all here.
Thank you.
If y'all are ever up near Franklin, North Carolina, you can visit their toy museum. It's called the Down Memory Lane Toy Museum. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And what, they can look you up on the internet, right? And get the location and everything. So definitely, it's well worth it. Michelle and I and our oldest son Stephen went about a year ago, and we spent a lot of time in there looking at all the various toys, not only toys but dolls and other interesting stuff. So a lot of Studebakers. Here's Jim's Studebaker Jr Wagon. Original condition Studebaker wagon we were talking earlier about. You can see this had really been played with and enjoyed by kids over the years. This was also called a goat wagon a lot of times. There's some information about it. You probably can't see that real well. But if you get a chance, if you get up near Franklin, North Carolina, up in the mountains, visit Jim and Sandy's museum. It'll be well worth your time. Thanks, guys.
Come and see us. I like Phil. I've been dealing with Phil.
So here are parts vendors. It's Joe Inman right over here. Oh, no, Joe's gone. Okay. This is Joe Parsons' parts here. He brought a lot of really nice parts. Got some folks looking. More parts here.
Yeah, 20 years ago. The fella that was making those for me had a heart attack and died.
Got some fellas there packing up, getting ready to leave. Hopefully sold a lot. Ray and Linda Fickthorn, they brought a lot of parts this time. Ooh, yummy. I forgot to say, we have a hospitality room here at our Tri-State Meets. Awful lot of goodies to eat, soft drinks, things like that. So if you come next year, make sure you get to the hospitality room. Ray has a lot of interesting stuff. A blower rebuilt by Ted Harbit. There's Ray, longtime Studebaker restorer, owner of Ray-Lynn Restoration.
Soon to be retired.
He says soon to be retired. We'll see.
I saw him thinking that one, red one. We'll see. That Studebaker on it.
A lot of parts. This is only a small part of what he has.
I don't know which one.
So if you see anything you can't live without, give Ray a call, and I'm sure he'll fix you up. Had a decent turnout with vendors. I hope you enjoyed this tour from Maggie Valley at the Smoky Falls Lodge. Next year's date should be around the middle of September next year, so if you want to have a good time, got really nice people here, good fellowship, plan to attend. Thanks for watching.